Hello, this is Mr TV and I'm Delali and welcome to Africa's first choice online sports portal. It has come to my notice that the WBC have been engaged in a disgraceful decision that has taken boxing aback 31 years. The WBC, in collaboration with Australian boxing legend Mr Fenech, has taken boxing back 31 years, all for the simple reason that Mr Fenech thinks he has been robbed 31 years. He has petitioned corrupt Mauricio Sulaiman to first time revert a boxing decision after 31 years. What? After 31 years? This is a floodgate, so that means everybody can now petition everybody. Gennady Golovkin can now petition that the first fight with Saul Canelo Alvarez, he won the fight clearly. Now Deontay Wilder can also now petition the WBC that if not for the long count of Jack Reese, he would have beaten Tyson Fury in the first fight. Luis Ortiz can also petition that referee Harvey Dog did not stop the fight early for him to have a victory against Deontay Wilder in the first fight and in the 7th round. This is a mad floodgate we are opening. This is a stupid floodgate we are opening. Now, Ghana's very own Joseph King Kong Agbeko can petition the IBF and the WBC about the fight with Adnan Mares, which was supervised by Mauricio Sulaiman. It was for the WBC silver bantamweight champion. And who was the referee? Russell Moura, the same person who has now been elevated to now a quote unquote a super referee who is officiating big match. That referee was a disgrace. Adnan Mares went ahead and hit King Kong below the belt several times, but the referee let the fight continue. That is a pure disgrace. So Mauricio Sulaiman, put on your thinking cap. What you have done has taken boxing aback. There is no progress. The more boxing tries to progress, then people like Mauricio Sulaiman, with their disgraceful decision, take boxing back. How can you do this to the professor? A man you people deem as a legend, a man whose face is on the featherweight belt. Your father, a man your father respected, you disgrace him like this because he is an astute gentleman. You knew he wouldn't do that. You even had the nerves to even invite him to the WBC council. So you people were setting him up. If he had arrived, then you change a victory in front of him. What a disgrace. That is lack of disrespect. That is lack of respect. Is it because we come from this part of the world? Is it because we come from Africa? Can you do this to Floyd Mayweather? Can you do this to Tyson the Gypsy King Fury? Can you do this to Anthony Joshua? Can you do this to your countryman Saul Canelo Alvarez? If you can't, then why do it to Professor Azumah Nelson? Why? How much were you paid? Because this does not make sense. There is no amount of justification that can make me understand this fight. This fight was a very big fight. This fight was a very big fight. It was Tyson. No, did I say Tyson? Tyson Mike was on this bill. Riddick Big Daddy Bull was on this bill. Yes, Riddick Big Daddy Bull was on this bill too. They gave off their bets and you are reverting this decision. This is absolutely stupid. This is one of the worst decisions in boxing. And you people have been a disgrace. You people, how do you sleep at night when you take some of these decisions? The same way you went ahead and pretended to have punished Saul Canelo Alvarez for the Cambitoro, knowing very well Saul Canelo Alvarez fights within a 6-month interval. But you went ahead and gave him 6 months. Oscar Valdez, you allowed him to fight even though he has failed at practice, using all manner of excuses. This is becoming unbecoming of the WBC, and the WBC is losing its respect under you, Mauricio Sulaiman. You think you are doing more, but you are taking the sports aback, and you just drove the sports in the reverse gear 31 years. This is very stupid. You can only do this to us because we come from this part of the world. We don't have the much resources. Instead of you helping to promote boxing in Ghana, to take it to the world level, it's legend, Africa's biggest legend. You do this to him, you are a disgrace, Mauricio Sulaiman. You and your co-panelists, how do you go to sleep? How do you go to sleep knowing very well you always lying to the people? How do you go to sleep? You are a disgrace, Mauricio Sulaiman. Your father would rise in his grave. Your father would rise in his grave. Azumah Nelson deserved more. He fought for your title with honor. He put his life on the line, and you do this disgraceful act to him. I'm very much ashamed of you, Mauricio Sulaiman. You don't deserve to lead any boxing organization. You always come up with silly excuses. Silly excuses. And you have just done same. If you know what's good for you, if you want to be respected, go read around. Everybody is against your decision. Put on your thinking cap. Put on your thinking cap. Be man enough and give Azumah Nelson his due credit. He is not bothered. I have tried getting in contact with his manager. Yeah, I have not been successful. But if I am, I'll try and speak to Azumah Nelson based on this. But he has issued a statement saying if this makes Mr Fenech go to sleep at night, he is okay. He is not better. Azumah Nelson, you are a gentleman and I salute you. Stay positive. Nobody can limit your greatness. Good night.